The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com. Welcome to the Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. Thank you very much for joining me as we continue the 30 things you never knew about New Year's. Again, if you missed my 30 things that you didn't know about Christmas or the 30 Christmas facts, be sure to check that out on previous episodes. But this is part 2 of those 30 things that we possibly didn't know about New Year's, and we're going to go ahead and round off the list. Now, the last one we ended with that. Our part 1 was the red underwear. So if you're wanting lucky, wear red underwear. So if you're going for that job interview, wear red underwear. I found these on goodhousekeeping.com. The 30 things you may have not known about New Year's. This is the Daily Planet. I'm your host, Jimmy Olsen. So as we continue with this countdown or these things we may have not known, how about this? Grapes are also supposedly lucky. So I guess eat grapes as well when you're getting ready for your interview, and red underwear. Yeah, it says Spanish households carry on the tradition of scarfing down 12 grapes in the first 12 seconds of the new year. The grapes represent each month of the year. Rumor has it that this whole thing started as a marketing tactic for winemakers looking to sell more grapes in the winter. So here's what you do. At midnight, you should then have a grape eating contest. Who can eat all 12 grapes the fastest? But you got to do it within 12 seconds. Otherwise, you are all out. There you go. Okay, here we go. Your next one, pork and black-eyed peas. Yes, the fattiness of pork symbolizes wealth, and the peas are believed to bring good fortune because they swell when cooked, which is why they are both popular foods to eat on New Year's Eve. So you should be eating pork and black-eyed peas when you bring in the new year. In fact, maybe that should be their meal on December 31st and your meal on January 1. Just to make sure you kind of get the double piece of that. We are checking out 30 things you may have not known about New Year's. I found these on goodhousekeeping.com. This is the Daily Planet. I'm your host, Jimmy Olsen. And lobster and chicken are both considered bad luck foods. Yes, stay away from lobster and chicken. According to superstition, is because lobster's ability to move backwards and chicken's ability to scratch itself backwards. If you eat either on New Year's, you will not be able to move forward, so eat more bacon. Yes, that means bacon is good for New Year's. And you always want to eat more bacon. These are 30 things you may have not known about New Year's. They say round or ring-shaped foods, they have a special meaning. So if you can, incorporate donuts and bagels. Yeah, the round food into your New Year's meal symbolizes that the new year, that the year has come full circle. So that you're rounding out the old year to bring in the new year. So round and ring-shaped foods. Again, bagels and donuts. Those are very important. Ancient Babylonians, they celebrated New Year's in March. The New Year used to coincide with the arrival of spring, and they would have a 12-day festival called Akitu, which marked the occasion, which is more about praying than it was about finding a midnight kiss. So maybe we need to do a little more praying at midnight. Not worrying about the kiss. We should pray. 30 things you may have not known about New Year's. Again, this is from Good Housekeeping, and I'm Jimmy Olsen. This is the Daily Planet. Kind of giving you these little nuggets of knowledge, nuggets of information. Ethiopia, they ring in their New Year on September 11th. Their calendar begins in the 8th year of the Common Era, when, of course, our year is counting. Our year counting started. So this solar calendar derived from the Egyptians consists of 13 months rather than the 12-month calendar that we use. So they celebrate theirs September 11th. The French invented a new calendar during the Revolution. The French Republican calendar was used during the Revolution for 12 years after to reflect the country's new age of liberty. It was designed using a decimal system and was also briefly resurrected during the Paris Commune in 1871. So these are 30 things you may have not known about New Year's. This is from goodhousekeeping.com. I'm Jimmy Olsen on the Daily Planet. You can thank a pope for making our new year start on January 1. The Gregorian calendar was introduced in October of 1582 by Pope Gregory VIII as a revised version of the Julian calendar. It took almost 350 years for the world to get on board. Of course, Turkey did not make the switch until 1927. So it was because of the Gregorian calendar that New Year's is actually celebrated on January 1. And the reason January is called January, did you ever wonder this question? Maybe that may be one I need to find out, is the reason each month is called what it is. Okay, well, here we go. The reason January is called January is actually, well, it's kind of a deep thought. It's deep thinking. So bear with me. It's been widely reported that the month was named for the Roman god Janus, but it's actually rooted in the Latin word innua. I'm not good at Latin, I'm just telling you, which means door. So if I said that wrong, I am sorry, Italians. Okay. But the name was chosen to symbolize the opening of a new door that happens when the new year begins. That's why it's called January. So you're opening that door into that new year. AAA offers free rides home. I did not know this. I wonder if they still do. We need to check into this. It says, do not worry about surge pricing if you have had too much to drink on New Year's or even other holidays. This is interesting. And other holidays. It says AAA in most states. So check with your state, with your listening. In most states offers free rides home to people who have had too much to drink. Too many flutes of champagne, a little too much wine, a little too much of that barley soda. Yeah. So check with your local AAA. You might be able to get a free ride home the next time you enjoy a holiday a little too much. So a song that takes 1,000 years to play launched January 1 of 2000. Did you know this? I don't think I knew this. Composer Jem Finner wrote the piece called Long Player, which can be heard at London's Trinity Buoy Wharf on their. You can even check it on the live stream too. So check it out. It says it's beginning performed by singing bowls and is set to start all over again immediately after it finishes in $29.99. Singing bowls. How does a bowl sing? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, London's Trinity Wharf. Check that out. And again, it's even on their live stream as well. But a song, 1,000 years to play this song. These are the 30 things you may have not known about New Year's, and this is the Daily Planet. I am your host, Jimmy Olsen. I found these on goodhousekeeping.com. So here we go. Number 30. Antarctica hosts an annual New Year's Eve music festival. Yes, I said Antarctica. Their annual Ice Stock Music Festival is one of the coolest. Yeah, we're going to use that pun, my friends. A way to spend New Year's. Again, I'm not sure. Some of this stuff we might have to research to see if it actually happened in 2020, but maybe it's there in 2021. It gives us a new plan to bring in 2022. It says the event is held at the McMurdo Station, Antarctica, where the local population balloons to over 1,200 people during their summer months. So they actually have a music festival to bring in the new year. Can you believe that? 30 things you may have not known about New Year's, again, found at goodhousekeeping.com. Again, it was an older article, so you might have to do a little research on some of those things to see if they're still happening or if they even happened in this year. But I just read it, and I thought, that's kind of interesting. Just give you a little nugget of knowledge to bring in 2021. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed. I'll be sharing these on my social media as well, so you can always follow me on social media, both Facebook and Twitter, at My Buddy Jimmy. This is the Daily Planet. I am Jimmy Olsen, your host. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with others on your social media. You can also follow me and see my other podcasts, both on YouTube, My Buddy Jimmy 101, and at mybuddyjimmy.com. So until next time, thank you for listening to The Daily Planet.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.